tell them, whoa. Real and crucial people. Original king lover talking on the microphone. Yes, me come like Al Capone when me sing. I wanna have sex on the beach.
What?
Move your body, sex on the beach. I wanna have sex on the beach.
Words can't
This
describe.
is on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's summer, JJ.
Sorry, I'm American. I don't know this song, but hello,
Go and look it up. Go and look it up. That is so cool, Tom. That looks so good.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for an NWA special event. We are on Brighton Beach, the gayest city in England, and we are having some good old-fashioned hardcore graps on the beach.
Well, no shit, Tom.
Gay isn't happy, right? Or hardcore as in the...
I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
I think he will.
Ask the wrestlers on the card tonight. We're starting out with Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai.
Wow.
Team Kick.
Better than ever.
They're gonna tag up tonight as a tag team, going up against the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions.
Well, this is going to be great. What a way to kick off this hot summer night with women's action here, Tom. You know, this crowd is sold out. Look at it. What a nice turnout here in Brighton.
Well, that's why you guys are going through a heat wave this year.
No, I didn't introduce them, but let's be honest, if you're watching this, you know who Glenn and JJ are. If you don't know who Glenn and JJ are, how did you get here? I would like to know.
What are you doing here? Please stick around, though.
Stick around. We've got wrestling, folks, under the summer sun, baby. But yeah, it's 31 degrees over here, where it was.
Carl is not here tonight, but he wanted me to tell you that he had some big news for you. I don't know what he meant by that.
We'll find out later on when he does turn, if he ever does.
There have most certainly been discussions about the future of situations going on in the background. I can't say much more at this stage, but what I do know is...
speaking of pulling the strings in the background, here's these two.
Oh my goodness.
The ultimate puppet masters of the NWA, the queens of the Dark Throne.
Yeah.
The belts are even blue. Oh my goodness. Well, Skye Blue she was
Skye
blue.
Blue and Julia Hart, they have been the women's tag team champions since those titles were incorporated here in the NWA, and quite frankly, I'm too scared to tell them otherwise.
Well, they are, eerily gracing us with their eerie presence, but this hot crowd here in Brighton could care less, because they're going to have some great women's action, and to be honest, we're going to love it.
Well, I think I think they're loving it. I think we're all loving it.
The Queens of the Black Heart, or the Coven, as they've been calling themselves recently.
Skye Blue used to be a
notable by her absence, Elena Black, who was by their side at the last time they appeared, but rumours of Elena Black leaving the NWA are rapid at the moment.
Online.
It was a rumour. I just thought she couldn't make it.
There's been a lot of discussions about releases and people leaving various companies around the world. You know,
there's been a lot of things going on.
Glad ECW isn't here, because their gaffer ain't too keen on the people of Brighton.
Well, unless a certain big rainbow machine was here, he'd be loving it. And to be quite honest,
he's always in Brighton, the gay capital of the United Kingdom, and we are down on the sands tonight.
I didn't know it was one of those cities.
No.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering what all that hubbub was about outside the arena.
Gay bar on every corner, Brighton.
Yeah, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. Anyway,
yeah, I've been to Brighton, and it's not that kind of a bad place, actually. You know, being on the coast.
Well, it isn't a bad place. There's nothing wrong with a gay bar on every corner.
I'm talking about being on the beach on Brighton, I'm referring to.
Brighton Beach is lovely. Look, we've set a ring up on the sand. Look.
I can see it's real. It's no wonder I'm suntanned. I've been sunscreened
Yeah,
all
it's
day
even-
long.
the
water.
that ring's got to be hot out here in the sun.
It's 25 degrees over here.
We put posters up on the sea defences.
Sky
if
Blue.
a wave comes in, we're
Oh wow! Wait! Wow!
pinball by Sky there.
That was a nice Hooga Rider wave by Skye Blue, but she didn't get the 3 count, but what a nice one. That was like a wave crashing onto the shore.
Dakota Kai doing her damnedest to take down Sky Blue. Obviously,
What a size difference
with the various rumours that are being spread by the dirt sheets online. The future of the company could be up in the air. Who knows? I'm sure.
If Jon Moxley has it his way.
Yeah, I'm sure Dave Meltzer will tell me when my company's due to close down. He usually does, you know.
Well, he's predicting been predicting TNA's downfall for 20 years now.
Well, look at that happened. And I'm telling you right now, if this happens,
Dave Meltzer has never recovered from when he was hunting around in the bins at Butlins and he found a list of people who Viscera slept with, and he thought it was a draft list.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Oh, wait a second.
Oh my God!
Dakota with those kicks right to the back of Sky's head.
Talk about being the queen of strong style. I mean, what a size difference as well. I mean, Sky Blue, even though she's more darker than ever, she's still one of the best wrestlers in the business, and so is Dakota Kai.
Well, I mean, when you say best wrestler, what you got to think about with someone like Sky and with Julia is they are both still so goddamn young.
They are, but I meant like in this modern generation referring
and
to.
And they've clearly mastered the mind games, the psychological element of this sport.
You know,
Julia Hart, I believe, is 22 years old, and Sky Blue is under 25.
Like that.
That means, holy shit, that means she's 11 years younger than I am. I'm 34.
That's how math works, Glenn.
And she doesn't even look like that. I thought she was 5 years behind me.
Nixon Newell is only 30, you know. We've got some of the younger wrestlers in the business right now. You know, obviously Glenn's got people in their 60s and 70s. You know, ECW's people were last relevant in 1994. You know,
yes, they were. And a bunch of guys who don't even make it in the business, including 2 backyard tag team shitholers.
My company is stuck in 2001. All right, let's just get it all out there.
I don't know. You've got Bryan Danielson.
No, you were stuck in the Ruthless Aggression era, weren't you? That one time.
You've got Bryan Danielson. I mean, his neck's made of spaghetti, but you know.
Well, no.
Anyways,
not yet.
Dakota Kai. Oh no! I mean, Sky Blue. What's she doing?
Come on, Nixon.
Whoa! Nice counter.
Nixon Newell.
That's it. Nixon Newell. She was the king of
Spinebuster.
Even though the crowd got it wrong in the front row there, you know, it's still the same person, just a different name.
The fans still, you know.
It's a bunch of casuals here in
oh, good camera shot.
Where we are?
There we go. Yeah, we're in Brighton. What a good camera shot. He's going to get a raise, that camera guy. And now the ex-Tegan, as you know, not her name anymore, in the corner. Now here comes Julia Hart, tagged out by her tag team partner, and the tag champs are dominating. Here comes Julia!
Oh. Superman punch!
That's how you do it, brother.
I suppose, is it a Superwoman punch, if it's a woman doing it?
More like a Super
Julia,
Julia.
I think.
Supergirl, Wonder Woman?
Superwoman?
I don't know.
Superwoman, yeah. Oh, right now Julia's just pounding down the former Welsh heavyweight champion. Look at her go.
Yeah, well, Tegan, the first women's champion in my, I'm calling her Tegan now as well. But
we're all gonna have name syndrome after this.
Well, it's funny we can't keep anything straight around here.
Well, speaking of
which, we are in Brighton. You're not allowed to have anything straight in Brighton, you know.
Well,
it's actually illegal, I think.
So I guess that's why the community are not too fond of straight people. I guess.
Yeah, the people of Brighton aren't too fond of Glenn. You won't get many wet for Glenn.
The comments of Glenn do not represent the NWA or the WWF or anybody on Earth.
Even him. The people of Mars, they agree with Glenn. Anyway, Nixon there with a Welsh Destroyer on Julia.
Welsh Destroyer. Will that be the pinfall victory that they want? We could get new tag champions.
Clearly not, because she didn't go for
a double
cover.
team here. Let's see.
Tagging to Dakota Kai, double arm Irish whip across the ring, and up.
And a double backdrop.
Wow, what a backdrop.
That would have been a backdrop into the ocean if they were fighting on the beach.
Well, they are.
I mean, the ocean's right over there. I can see it from here.
Glenn, look at the sand.
Turn around.
You see the sand? They are on the beach.
Yeah, but we don't see the water.
Glenn, turn around. The ocean is right over there. I can see it.
No wonder I was smelling a bit of salty sea air. That was weird.
Yeah, I told you.
Whew.
There's also women fighting sweaty in the ring, Glenn. If you're getting sea vibes, you know.
I can see it. I can see a lot of vibes.
That was a bit much, but hey ho.
And even the referee herself, is sweating like
yeah,
batshit
we've
crazy.
got a lady ref as well, man. Come on.
I mean, no pun intended, but this crowd tonight here in Brighton, they are absolutely balling red hot tonight.
The oldest person in this match is by some distance is Dakota Kai, who's in her late 30s.
I'm just a few years behind her then.
Yeah, but she has the experience that Skye Blue and Julia Hart don't.
Oh, double back body drop. They just returned the favour.
I mean, Dakota has had some private conversations with me about slowing down, potentially transitioning to a managerial role in the coming months. So
she's had injuries over the years.
Yeah, she's had dodgy knees over the years, as has Nixon.
Well, they didn't look dodgy right there.
That's why she's got her knee brace on there on the front part of her leg.
Both of them have got iffy knees, you know. So Dakota has definitely been discussing the possibility of slowing down a little bit over the years, but a women's tag championship opportunity here tonight. She might change her mind if she wins tonight.
Oh yeah, she could be a champion by the end of tonight.
Julia Hart now setting up slingshot. No, she countered.
Julia was looking for a kick to the gut there, but
the referee's coming in one. Like I said, even though tonight it's 25 degrees, but the fans tonight in Brighton are absolutely red hot tonight, and I love it. What an atmosphere we have tonight.
Joya!
Glenn is making me convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Thank you very much, Glenn. Glenn, it's 77 degrees. That is nothing.
That's in your country.
That is
nothing
nothing for us Americans. For the Americans, that is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That is nothing.
I know it's not.
Dakota there, nearly winning the title.
It's good I've got a pack of ice and a cold drink here to keep me cool down.
Irish whip across the ring.
Oh my God, you drama.
I think she was looking for the tag to Nixon, but
she didn't do it.
I was gonna say drama queen, but I feel like it's inappropriate considering where we are.
Oh, what a power bomb there!
That's gonna leave a mark. That was a hard, stiff power bomb. Now she's gonna make. Will they make a tag?
Now
this
the
time
tag
they do
to
it.
Nixon. In comes the girl, the shiniest wizard.
Make it more shinier. Double lip toss. And a double kick. Ooh.
Wow, what a double team there.
That's what tag teams can do to
Skye. Tagging to the youngest woman in this match, Skye Blue.
Oh, there you go. She's setting her up. Skye Blue with the...
Oh,
there it is.
Skies of darkness there.
Beautiful. 1, 2. No. And I thought Skye Blue was going to have the victory in the bag.
I thought that was it.
Oh, counter after counter. Another... Oh, chokeslam!
Oh, chokeslam!
Chokeslam there. Shades
I know Glenn feels funny right now.
Shades of one of Nixon's favourite wrestlers growing up, the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Change of the Big Red Machine, the Big Blue Machine, the Big Rainbow Machine. And now look at this. More double teamwork.
And Jezebel.
Yes, and her included as an exclusive.
Wait a second.
You don't think?
Oh!
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Anyway.
Change of someone who was pink and then yellow and he turned into cocaine, but that doesn't compute because that's bullshit. Anyways.
No, Glenn. I think JJ and me were inferring Nobody knows who Jezebel.
I don't even know who Jezebel is
And
either.
then we say, oh my God, through the grass.
Have you ever seen her and Nixon Newell in the same place? I haven't.
I certainly haven't.
Open your eyes, folks. Open your eyes.
And now no tags being
Open
made.
your eyes. What do you see? If it's a cult of personality, leave. You're not allowed to be here.
Yeah, get out of the NWA. No cult of personality bullshit. No straight edge society either.
Yeah, we're not. That man is not welcome here.
After what he did, he put the NWA through hell. He put me through hell with a fucking GTS.
I just thought the LGBT hated him. That's what I thought.
No. JJ, I just hate him.
Wait.
Now listen, that community is okay with me,
He was
alright?
working for you when he beat up Johnny Saint. You know.
He did.
Look,
that was terrible. That was nearly a year ago.
I'm the WWF. Anything that happened 6 months ago, I don't remember.
And now, well, oh no, in the sand we go.
Julia, out onto the sands now.
Yeah.
You're sunbathing.
That's gonna get all in your gear and every which way.
Take a shower.
That's gonna get so uncomfortable.
Take a shower.
Lie down onto the sands now.
And now the cover has been taken off.
Oh, Julia hit her head on that corner a little bit.
And now work on the legs.
Now Dakota beating her down on the sand. Now I know you might think that sand is soft.
Oh.
You might think that sand is soft, but when you land on it hard, it's like oobleck.
This is not soft sand, everybody. This is hard as a rock.
It's hard when you get close to the sea when it becomes
Irish
more,
whip across the thing. Hang on, the referee's at 7.
Oh no!
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
The titles can't change hands on a count out. They can't do
Titles
that.
can't change hands like this.
No, but Julia's not getting up. What the hell? What's going to happen here?
Is she knocked out?
Julia's out. Julia's knocked out.
This is not good. No.
That's a win for Team Kick, but
they don't win the belts.
It's not a title win. The titles stay with the Queens of the Coven, but
no, if you
you
win
know
by
what? I'm not going to restart the match, but I'll tell you what, we've got NWA 77 coming next month.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, let's roll this one back next month.
Hey, all right.
Yeah,
I like that.
Give them a rematch.
A good decision.
Let's run this one back. At NWA 77, we're going to do this with no countouts for the tag titles.
All right.
We want a decisive winner. We want a clean decisive winner.
Let's do this one last time at NWA 77. Wait,
makes perfect sense.
Hang on, am I supposed to have said? Wait a minute. Yeah,
going on,
NWA
Tom?
77 Team Kick and the Queens of the Coven, no countouts.
That's good.
Go out on a high, let's say.
You love to see it.
That's the only way we can get this done. The right and proper traditional.
What the? No. Wait a minute. What's happening here?
Right. Oh shit! It's Jon Moxley. Damn it! He just had to ruin the fun just when we were getting started.
You want to know where the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is, huh, Nick?
I do, yeah.
You want to know
We all do.
where your precious legacy is? It's right here. It's been right here ever since I took it from you at your goddamn wedding. You remember that, Nick? The happiest day of your life, and I
all
turned
remembered
it
it.
into your worst nightmare. 4 months. 4 long months you sat at home licking your wounds while I carried this title. This symbol
didn't do
of
anything
what
with
you
it.
thought you
You've done
were.
nothing but swear that forward the belt.
Carried
you
it
know,
around
champion.
with me everywhere I went. A constant reminder of what I took.
You stole it.
And
You
then
bought
you
his
came
faith.
back, didn't you? So eager, so desperate to reclaim what was rightfully yours. You and your little Bullet Club buddies. Thinking you could stop me? You might have gotten a win. A hollow victory in your little mind. But I still walked out with this. I still walked out with the gold because this title, this company, they don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve anything, Moxley.
And neither does that loudmouth, gambling-addicted president of yours.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
wait,
Gambling.
what?
I hear the whispers.
Gambling?
I
What?
know the plan. NWA 77, the big anniversary show. The grand unification, they call it. Your rightful title, the one I'm holding, against that shiny new interim championship held by Will Ospreay. A ladder match, they say. 2 champions, one undisputed king.
Oh, I like that.
That makes sense.
Sounds poetic, doesn't it? Here's my offer, NWA. Here's how this plays out.
And that is?
You want your title back?
Yes,
You want to unify these championships?
I do. Yeah.
Yes,
Fine.
you do.
I'll allow it. But
Finally!
only on one condition. I want in that ladder match.
Wait a minute.
It won't just
What?
be Nick Wayne
You're
and
not
Will
the champion.
Ospreay. I'll be there too.
You don't deserve it.
And when that bell rings, I'm going to take everything. Every piece of gold, every ounce of prestige you think you have, I'm
should go back to
going
fucking rehab.
to rip it away. Because when my contract runs out after NWA 77, when my time in this godforsaken promotion is done, I'm not just walking away. I'm walking away with everything. Both titles. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship and that shiny interim belt. And I'm taking them to a place that actually appreciates what a true champion looks like. A place that understands what it means to be Jon Moxley. All elite wrestling.
Wait, what, huh?
Oh yeah,
What?
Mr.
What?
President. The ink is dry. I've
How is that
signed the
possible?
contract. Jon Moxley, once again, is all elite.
Damn it!
You want to see
Damn
these
it.
titles again, NWA?
I ain't got a
And
choice.
you put me in that match.
Oh no, this
Otherwise-
is bad,
I haven't got a choice.
This briefcase stays shut. And your precious championship vanishes forever into Mr.
won't.
Johnson's office.
What?
I ain't got a choice.
Come
I
on.
ain't got a choice. I ain't got a
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, Tom, I'm sorry, but I think he's got you by the balls on that one.
I haven't got a choice.
We've got to say
Jon
that
Moxley's
NWA
in the match. I haven't got a choice. NWA 77. It's a triple threat match to merge the championship. Moxley. Look, guys, I ain't got a choice. It's
Well,
triple
no,
threat
no.
match.
I mean,
It's gonna have
no,
to
I
be.
mean, it's
Nick
either that or he takes your belt, whether it's the official
Nick
championship or
Wayne.
not, and he
Nick
spits
Wayne.
on it on AEW television.
Yeah, I ain't got a choice. It's Nick Wayne, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley at NWA 77 at the Royal Hall.
This is going to be bad
choice
than the
have I
Montreal
got?
screw job, I'm telling
But there's
you right
nothing.
now.
Glenn, there's fuck all I can do. He's got the belt.
Well,
If
you
I
know
don't,
who it is.
if I don't get that belt off him at 77,
He takes it to AEW and he throws it in the fucking trash.
But you know what I can do? Here's what I can do. Right, I can summon the Rock and Roll Express at will. Get his boys. Get his boys. Get the Death Riders out here. The tag titles are on the line.
Get him! We need the tag title saved
Get his
by
boys.
actual tag team.
Weaken the Death Riders. Get them out of here.
Everybody in Brighton want to see the Death Riders get their asses handed to them, and this legendary tag team.
Ricky
oh,
Morton,
Rock
Robert
Express can do
Gibson,
it.
the heart and soul of the NWA, which is on its way down by everyone. Everyone tells me constantly the NWA is dying. It's going to die. It's going to fall flat.
I'm reading the reports.
And now it's time for the Death Riders to pay. And
They
look,
are going to
Marina's
pay big
with them.
time.
When you have the Death Riders running around, I can understand why people say stuff like that.
I can tell the crowd right now being so hostile. Just listen to them. They are saying all kind of stuff I won't say on commentary, but they deserve it. They are a cancer to this
They
organization.
are, whether I like it or not, Sammy and Jack are my tag team champions.
And look at that
Moxley
thing that
has
Jack's wearing on his
possession
head.
of Moxley has possession of that belt, and he will be in that match. And by God, I am praying for all that is holy that Nick or Will wins that match.
They have to. I'm
That's
hoping
all
that
I've
Will
got.
can get the job done.
That's all I've got. I need Nick or Will to win that match and unify those belts. Then Moxley can go to AEW.
And I was hoping I was going to make a trade deal to get that son of a bitch to punish him.
Yeah, well, good luck. Yeah, good luck with that.
Glenn, take it from me. The last thing you want, the trouble you've had with wrestlers over the years, the last thing you want is a man like Moxley in your company.
Well, at least my own talent can teach him a thing or two.
Well, the Rock and Roll Express are going to teach these young punks a thing or two.
I certainly hope so. Although
they better.
Ricky and Robert are up there in age, but you know they represent the heart and the soul of the NWA. They're in the NWA Hall of Fame.
They can still go. I mean, they wrestle every weekend to this day.
They do. They love the NWA. They bled the NWA. They were, like you said, the heart and soul of the NWA's tag division. Arguably the most celebrated tag team in NWA, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that's a mouthful, but it's the truth. I mean, the Rock and Roll Express, they are a special tag team. No one can do it any better. Well, if you would ask a certain tag team.
Can they take away the tag team championship from these two?
These two guys who...
I can't even say what I'm thinking right now.
No, these two guys... Wait a second.
Marina putting weapons in the ring now.
I mean, I know this is chaos right now, guys, but with the Death Riders, it's chaos galore. But at this point, Sammy and Jack Perry have been changed people since losing their wives.
Moxley's not. Yeah, Moxley. I honestly, I don't understand why he's coming after me like this. You know, he was a big star.
What did you ever do to him?
What did I ever do to him? Sammy and Jack have got a slight beef because, yes, I did trade their significant others to Glenn. Okay, I did do that. You know,
it's a business though. This isn't wrestling relationships. It's the wrestling business.
That's what I said.
And you made a business decision. You got offered gold for them. So why wouldn't you take it?
And from what I can tell,
I mean, Glenn, you can sort of. I've been trying to negotiate to do right by Sammy and Jack ever since.
Yes, you have.
Even the hell these two men have put me through. They took the tag titles off Chris Danger and Simon Miller.
And that didn't even satisfy them at all. They want to do more damage. Look at this.
They spray painted all over those legendary championships.
They are mocking the NWA belts and they're disgracing their legacy. Look at this.
Oh, good lord.
Despite they are a unique tag team, but they don't mean shit. They've ruined pride and prestige. They hate this company. And
now what is Jack Perry doing?
I mean,
Jack
too
Perry's...
bad.
Oh, don't do...
No.
Sammy Guevara... Dick.
Sammy Guevara's been an absolute dick for the whole time. It's just because he was running his beef off. But Jack Perry's even more pissed because they dumped him.
It hurts me. It hurts me even more because I like Sammy.
Well, I don't.
He told all of us about his daughter, and he was going to do it for his daughter. Would his daughter be proud of this?
No, you wouldn't, JJ. No, she would not.
I've met Luna. She's lovely.
And now Sammy with a Katana Destroyer.
Why is Sammy doing this?
Maybe he wants his wife back. Maybe that's why he's doing this.
Well, yes, I know he does, but I'm limited by the draft windows, guys.
If you want your wife back so bad, go join the WWA.
Yeah. Don't think she'll want him back though. I can always trade her back if she wants to.
Not after these actions.
But then again,
I'm limited by the draft window. You guys know that as well as everyone
I know. Trust me, we know. We can only hire people in the summer and the winter, and
now the cover's coming at 1, 2.
And I mean, Glenn will tell you. I've been trying to do right by Sammy and Jack ever since.
And you have. You've done everything within your power, and I believe you. But, you know, Anna Jay into wanted a fresh start, and speaking of Anna Jay, she loves it in the WWE. She's been breaking out, and she's.
I mean, obviously, we all saw. I mean, we all saw WWA's last broadcast, and Anna and Tay are not on good terms right now.
No, they've split up. They've broken up. Anna Jay wants to go alone, and she wants to go after a certain championship going her own way. And to be quite honest, she was done with Jack Perry. I'm not lying. She told me this in privacy.
Well, someone tell him because he's making my life difficult.
I didn't know that. I don't think he knew that.
Well, I did receive a strong letter from Anna Jay apparently though. And
Glenn, I think what happened is you're messaging one of those bot accounts. I think that's
it's not. Well, it's true. The fact is, you know,
Ricky's bleeding.
And a GTS. What a slap in the face to you.
To the most hated wrestler that Tom hates.
Beating the Rock'n'Roll Express with a GTS.
And he wins it with the goddamn GTS, the one that gave me a near concussion at the Royal Rumble. That is a slap in the face, JJ. You're right.
These guys thrive on chaos and disorder.
It's been a lot of fun. I got into this to try and do right by the wrestling business, to try and put on good, entertaining shows and to treat people the way I felt they should be treated. You know, it's getting really hard to do this now. You know.
Well, you've done your best, Tom. You've done it for nearly 2 years. For
I can't say a lot, but I've been talking to Carl and
Vinci, we need to talk now. Ludwig, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost, or perhaps a bad fashion choice. This isn't a joke, Giovanni. I saw you last night, coming out of that bar. And what business of yours is it where I spend my evenings? It is our business, Giovanni. It is Imperium's business. You know how Walter is? How he will react to this? His views on such matters? His traditionalism. He values strength, discipline, and a certain image. This could shatter everything. Our standing. Our future. And what, pray tell, is this that you're so worried about, Ludwig? Giovanni, I'm just trying to protect us. Protect you. Walter isn't exactly modern in his thinking. He sees things a certain way, and if he finds out, if he thinks thinks I am what, Ludwig? Say it! I am not who he expects me to be. I am not the man you expect me to be. Giovanni, please keep your voice down. It is about our unity. No, Ludwig. I am done pretending. No more. Done hiding in the shadows because of somebody else's narrow-mindedness. I am who I am. This is me. And if Walter, with all his traditionalism and his precious views, cannot accept that, then so be it. If he has a problem with the man that I am, then maybe we do not need to settle it with words. Maybe we settle it the only way we know how. In the ring. Because I will not change for him, Ludwig. Not for Walter. Not for anyone. And if that means I have to stand against him for who I love, then bring him on. And you, Ludwig, if you hold those same antiquated views, if you cannot accept me for who I am, then perhaps our partnership has run its course.
Oh no!
Perhaps
oh no!
you and I need to settle things in the ring too.
Oh, 999, 9
The
Duncan.
ring, Ludwig. Giovanni is Italian. Meet me there.
as my partner
It
or
was Julia.
as my opponent. You choose. Your choice. I think Imperium just imploded in front of us, boys.
Well, I mean, I hate to say, I mean, Kaiser and Vinci have been together for years now.
Yes, but
I
like,
hope Kaiser reconsiders this and
Giovanni
and makes up.
I mean, I don't know what bar Giovanni was coming out of, but I've got a few ideas. And
I think I know too. But the thing is, that's it. It's the end of the Italian and German alliance.
Might have been the cock and bull, but I'm not sure. But like,
Jesus.
like, looks like we're gonna. Well, looks like Giovanni's going to the ring.
There he is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from South
But if he says if he's proud to be who he is,
he's either gonna make up with a tag partner or fight him.
Fight, yeah.
if he says what he says he is, and
hope
he should be proud of this. Don't be ashamed.
I mean, Giovanni is a handsome man.
He does look handsome.
And he clearly
got
knows
a lot of good qualities.
He knows it.
He looks
a
like
nice guy.
He looks like one of those guys you could easily just hang out with, have a good discussion.
Sounds a bit like me with a sore throat, but nice guy.
It looks like he stole my shades there, looking like it there, but.
Yeah, Glenn, where are your shades? I mean, Giovanni's obviously been to.
Were you? Did you give them to Vinci?
Yes.
Did he take them from you?
See, he's pointing at you, Glenn. He was pointing at you, Glenn. He
He
knows.
was smiling. He smiled at me. He says he was saying.
Were you hanging out with him last night?
Yeah,
Let's
were you
just
in the
say-
bar with Giovanni, the cock and bull?
Let's just say.
I mean, I saw a lot of
hanging
people there.
around.
I mean, I wasn't there. I just saw a lot of people there.
I was
Going in and
hanging
out.
nearby, yes. I wasn't actually in it, but as soon as he
Well-
passed me, I thought, here, borrow my shades for the night.
Here comes Ludwig.
And he was happy to wear them for tonight.
What's about to happen here?
Well, I've got a
I mean,
spare.
I'm hearing-
I have a bad feeling.
Yeah, he's in his wrestling gear, so it looks like Ludwig's picked his side. He's siding with Walter in his antiquated views.
He's
Whatever
ready to
they are.
fight, that's disappointing from Ludwig Kaiser.
It is. And he's still following the traditional way. I mean, wouldn't was it his uncle or his great grandfather who broke into the wrestling business? He wouldn't be happy about that, would he?
Ludwig is second generation. His father Axel Dieter, but I mean, he's been friends with Walter since he was 17 years old. So
I understand that, but to turn your back on your tag team partner for something
Giovanni.
so trivial at the end of the day.
Giovanni's been around. Giovanni's been around the two of them almost as long, as Adrian Purveyor, but
It's unbelievable this had to happen. I mean, this is one of the best tag teams in Europe.
I hate seeing tag teams break up, but then ultimately, if Walter has said the things he said about Giovanni's lifestyle, then
He did.
what are you supposed to, what are you supposed to say?
I mean, no, you can't continue on in that group if they don't respect you as a person.
If Vinci wants, listen, if Vinci
If
wants
Giovanni
to go
wants
his
to
own
love
way,
Giovanni should be allowed to love who he wants to love.
He should be able to hang out and do whatever with whoever, as long as it's consensual.
and if he wants to go on his own path in the
Male,
wrestling business,
female, or anywhere in between. That's up to them,
Yeah.
It
He
looks
even
like
go down his own path
we're
into the
seeing
main
the end of
event.
Imperium before our eyes.
maybe
And
he wants
it-
to
Well,
go down a
this is-
singles
and it's
career, Tom, to
heartbreaking.
become a main event superstar.
Well, this is
Times
very
are changing.
upsetting.
It's heartbreaking, but times are changing, and maybe it's for the best. If Vinci can move on, he can form his own path. He can break
Kaiser
into
and
the event.
I mean, it was Giovanni Vinci that came to me a year ago and said, I want to do this gimmick. I want to break out and show a different side of Imperium. And it was Kaiser that we had to do a lot of convincing on to show that different side of them. And obviously,
Now we know what, and now we know why.
obviously, Kaiser didn't appreciate that different side of Imperium.
It was unprofessional.
I mean,
he's
not
look
long
at this.
after that quote gimmick that you did with them.
Kaiser and Vinci left the WWF to come to the NWA,
in disgust, in protest.
I didn't know that you'd had that conversation, so I just assumed that they wanted to be Imperium again, so I put them back together as Imperium.
Yeah, we all thought they were coming back together.
Well, we've just seen the conversation that's happened backstage, you know.
And
I feel bad, really, because I was pushing Giovanni to do something he didn't want to do.
But the fact is, like I said, tag teams don't last forever. As you
guys know, I've done the whole time I've been running this company. I have wanted to give everybody what they want. I've wanted people to be able to do the things they want to do.
And it's unfortunate that people like the Death Riders and Walter and Kaiser are taking advantage of your niceness. You're taking your niceness for weakness.
The NWA, we fund people's travel to work other shows.
Hang on a second. Like I said, this is so
Kaiser is
we've been talking about this. We've seen some good wrestling here.
Kaiser, Vinci, Walter are constantly working in Germany and Europe, and we're funding those flights to let them go.
Yeah, indeed. So far, we've seen some really good wrestling match here.
For as the kids say it, the love of the game, for the love of this sport, the love of professional wrestling.
They are all over the world.
Like I didn't get into this business. I didn't get into this business to make millions of dollars like Mr. Johnson, like Triple H, like Ric Flair. I got into this business because I have been a fan of this business. I've been a fan of this business since I was 9 years old.
We've all wanted to be wrestling promotioners. I mean, look at the crisis I might have found myself in.
We want what's best for the fans, what's best for the boys and the girls.
I did a bit of gambling. I ended up with a sizable war chest. Betting on
Vince's neck.
But I spent that war chest to make this, to make the NWA into what it was.
You made it into its own form, your own variation. You were successful. And I don't blame you for lasting as long as it did, because you've proven that you can be business your own way.
The money's starting to run out. So I'm not going to lie to you.
Hey, whoa, Vinci!
Come on, Vinci.
The money's starting to run out, and we're doing the deals that we can do to try and get venues. I mean, we're not in a building. We're on the beach tonight.
Yeah, we're in a new location, outdoor arena. It's refreshing, and the sun's finally set.
We had a rather sizable money loss when Butlins kicked us out, and
don't get me started. We loved it there, Butlins, didn't we, JJ?
Well, I don't know. I kind of like it here. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's refreshing, but Butlins was the original home for the NWA's return, and a certain straight-edge son of a bitch had to step in there and fuck that one up.
This crowd is very much behind Giovanni Vinci right now.
Yeah, they are. Because they know who he is, they know who he's representing, and I, for one, am appreciating that. He's brave to do this.
All over town all week, and they appreciate it.
And just before the match, he gave me my shades back, so that's very nice of him. Because I allowed him to wear them anyways.
Now do you have his hoodie?
Yeah, I'm looking after it for him. I'll give it him back when this match is over.
You're going to give it back? Oh, you're better than any of my exes.
Because he told me to look after him for, and that's what I'm doing right now. But so far, what we've been chattering on, this has been a back and forth match.
If it all goes well for Giovanni, he'll probably go clubbing with you, Glenn.
I wouldn't mind. Look, despite
I hope he's going to be able to celebrate a victory.
Well, I have got a spare triple second with me if he wins this match. But losing it, Kaiser.
Oh no, that's got to be it. Kaiser's going to get the win here.
Not good.
2.
No!
Vinci kicks out.
Come on, Vinci. Come on.
The power of pride is bursting through him. The power of Italy's behind him. And lose it. Oh, we missed it last.
Giovanni Vinci, the Metropolitan man, is doing everything he can do here to beat some respect out of Kaiser.
Yeah. Well, look at him. He's even wearing the colours of his national flag. That's how proud he is.
He's a proud Italian.
And he should be. You like the Italian stallion, like Rocky Balboa.
He's a very proud man, as he should be, and he's got Kaiser. Oh my God!
Da Vinci bomb, whatever you want to call that. That was beautiful. That was no Da Vinci, I'll tell you that much. Referee comes in 1, 2.
I don't know what to call it. Oh, I wanted to call it a win, but not quite yet.
The Vinci Code, I think, but Vinci looking to follow up with that. Kick
Here he goes again.
Hit another one here.
Whoa, a spinning
power
tornado.
bomb.
Boom. A spinning last
Kaiser's
point.
down. He's got the feet over the shoulder.
1, 2.
Giovanni Vinci wins. The Metropolitan Man
it.
of 2025.
Yo, Vinci, here's your hoodie and your I'm here. You know what? You won it. Take my shades tonight, brother. You earned it.
He just hit Kaiser with the last pride.
Glenn's going clubbing with the Metropolitan Man.
He just told me, he told me he wants to go clubbing with me tonight. I'll do it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no.
Oh well, Walter's calling him out.
Yeah.
Damn,
NWA 77. That match is on.
He
Walter versus Giovanni Vinci. And you know what, Walter, you can defend that title because I'm disgusted with the way you're behaving.
Yeah, that is. There is no excuse for that in 2025.
No, but he has a point, but I'm not going to agree with it though. That's just me, okay? He made some good points in that promo, but he did go a little too far afterwards.
Well,
Wait a
he
minute.
was upset at Tom last month, and he's upset at everybody.
Well, now I'm happy.
Here we go.
Maybe the only two people on this show not mad at Tom.
Yeah, the only two people I am happy to see. Well, I'm always happy to see these guys.
Yo, look at this crowd. They're on their feet. They're singing and dancing.
The Billy Club.
Yeah.
The Billy Club.
The Bullet Club Teenage Dream. Nick Wayne came back from his injury. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. I don't care what Moxley says about holding the belt.
Champion.
You know.
He's still the champ. He'll get it back. He'll get it back.
Very envious of the man being married so young. You know, but hey ho. You know.
This guy nearly beat John Bloody Cena back in Japan, but it took a stop sign to pin him. But it goes to show this kid, or this grown man, should we say, had heart and determination, and he actually, won me over with respect. I know I thrashed him back at Starrcade, but I wasn't thinking straight. That's water under the bridge, and we all made up.
Okay, we're in Brighton Beach.
Nick Wayne told me this before earlier. Nick was even happy to let me come out to have a little dinner with him tonight with Nick before we came to the arena.
Here's Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano.
Going out to dinner and clubs with all the wrestlers?
Because they asked me to. They wanted me because,
I didn't realize Glenn was such a catch.
Well, we are in England, by the way.
Glenn likes to follow some of my talents around. I've had reports from Mina and Mariah.
Not just a follow, let's just be acquainted. Let's be acquainted and make friends. That's what
right. Share numbers, send pics, that kind of
thing. The Poison Pixie. It's well, of course it's gonna be. Of course Johnny's tagging with his wife. It's a husband and wife tag team match tonight.
Look at that. Well, she doesn't like Tinkerbell there with those butterfly wings on the back.
No, she's the Poison Pixie.
So that means she carries poison pixie dust.
I'm not going to ask her, are you? I mean,
Glenn, you're the one that's friendly with all the wrestler on Earth, apparently.
There is some hilarity of two couples of a thin man with dark hair married to a girl with purple hair, but I hadn't noticed that was going on,
Well, like I said, NWA's
I heard Johnny and Candice, talking about how Billy and Nikki aren't a real couple. It's just a teenage fling. They're gonna burn out in a few years.
Johnny and Candice have been together for well over a decade at this point.
10 years into their marriage, and Nick and Billy are just getting started with their marriage.
Yeah, well,
obviously,
according to the Garganos, it may not last long.
Obviously, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, this is an NWA special event. This is our closer for tonight. So, the world champion is in the match. Obviously,
The real world's champion. Let's stress that. Not
the
the guy
real
with the
heavyweight
belt,
champ of the NWA.
not the guy with the belt, and not the guy with the interim championship. The real, official, recognized NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
The man who won the championship in a triple threat match at Starrcade with Will Ospreay and Walter. You know, he got 2 falls in that match, won the world championship, and has been the world champion.
And then he got taken out on his wedding day.
Like he might not have the belt in his possession right now, but I tell you, he's gonna.
He'll get it back. Don't worry, Tom. He will get it back.
I hope he does. I hope him or Will Ospreay is able to.
I can't let him say this, Tom, but he is the heart and soul of the NWA. He earned that title. He had a main event, you know, in Forbidden Door with AJ Styles, Kane, and John Cena. And look at where he's been since. He's been treated like trash, thanks to Jon Moxley. But everybody in the NWA, including myself, have got behind him. He won me over with respect, and that's why he's brought back this belt. But that damn Jon Moxley's no world champion. He stole it from him, like he already owned the goddamn thing.
Jon Moxley can't even spell respect, I don't think.
Maybe he was never born that way. Maybe his own parents didn't raise him up that way.
He's trash. He comes from a poor neighborhood in Cincinnati, Ohio. He's trash.
He should have gone back to bloody rehab where he belongs and should never been released.
Well, he needs to be in jail, quite frankly.
Glenn,
I don't know about rehab, but he needs to be in jail. I know that.
I'm going to stop you there. I respect that he wanted to get himself clean of alcohol and drug problems, you know, but he doesn't need to take it out on me. Like,
but I think that's what he did.
There are a lot of evil people in this business. Ric Flair's one of them. You know.
Well, not anymore now. After what happened to him and his
Triple H's father-in-law, whose name we're not allowed to say on these shows, he's also one of the evil people in this.
Yeah.
No, he is the evilest.
You know, but like, I just wanted to make a fun place for wrestlers to come, have matches, you know.
Yeah.
Treat this game with the love that I have. Treat this game with the love that I have had for it since I was a small child. You know.
And you did a hell of a good job. I mean.
And well, you know, like as I say, the money is running out. You know, the deals aren't coming as fast, and you know, we're having to do things. You know, God only knows where. I mean, I've got 77 booked in, but after 77, I don't know what the future looks.
If the NWA is going to go out, then at least we're all going to go out with a bang.
Who knows what the future holds for
any of us. and ultimately, how am I going to get contracts and deals for venues if my world championship's gone? You know.
Well, right now, Nick Wayne just hit a stunner.
Yeah.
Well, Nick Wayne just hit a stunner. Let's get back to the match at hand. Billy's got the cover. 1, 2. Oh. What we've been talking about, well, I know Tom's having a breakdown here, and I really feel sorry for you, dude. But this match has been back and forth. This is one of the intriguing things that you brought to the NWA. A mixed tag team that we can have men and women clash with each other. And that's been something that's been heavily strong.
The NWA has revolutionized, in its short time, it's revolutionized this business.
I've got to say, Glenn, I know how you felt a couple of Christmases ago, you know.
You knew how I felt.
When the whole world was coming down around you, you know.
And I had to do commentary with you for that time period. At least I had a good paycheck for you for that.
I mean, Nick Wayne. It's stressful. It's all fun and games, but then, I mean,
the real world.
These are real life people. These aren't just action figures, you know.
No. It's not. These
are real people with real emotions and real feelings.
When I thought something terrible had happened to Nick, you know, and I was calling, trying to get information, you know, it was one of the worst periods of my life.
Yeah, it was. But he came back, and we were all happy for him. You know, this former teenager, now full-grown ass man, is proving he's a champ. He's fighting like a champion.
He's still a teenager, but
well, when you turn 20, you're an adult.
Well, he's 20 now.
So he's a grown-ass man now.
well, my bad, then.
Maybe the final days of his youth are coming in Wayne's World. Maybe the dying days of his
World,
youth.
and I think he's
it.
gonna cap
That
off.
might be it tonight. No. Johnny Gargano kicking out. Johnny Gargano, one of the premium veterans in this business. You know, has wrestled everywhere, all around the globe.
He's been wrestling since he was 15 or 16 when he was training,
Yeah.
and
Johnny
Universe.
Gargano, one of the premium veterans.
Another Wayne's
off the road
World.
to
Another one.
World.
Oh, another Wayne's
And that's
World.
gotta be it. 2 Wayne's World.
He got him good on that one. He got him
The
good
move
there.
that won
1,
him the
2.
NWA Championship wins
World
him the main event
champion
tonight.
wins.
Good going, Nick. I can't believe I said it, but I'm telling you, he's always impressing me every time we see him.
So all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll be back for NWA 77 after that.
Well done, guys.
I don't know what to tell you,
Well, I hope
but
you enjoy it, lads.
I can tell you that NWA 77, we've got a few of the matches.
Dude, look at that.
These guys are so adorable sometimes.
I love it. Here's a toast to you guys.
And the biggest one of those all, that triple threat ladder match for the unified, undisputed.
Yeah, well, we know we're gonna have the tag title, the women's tag championships when Team Kit go up against Julia Hart and Skye Blue. We know that. We know that match. You know, there's going to be no countouts and no disqualifications in that one. We will have women's tag champions, and it will be finalized when that match happens at NWA 77.
One way or another, for sure.
One way or another, one of these teams comes out on top. And obviously, we saw earlier tonight, Walter will defend the championship, the British Heritage Championship, against Giovanni Vinci. You know, who knows what happens to the NWA after this? Who knows who the British Heritage Champion is going into whatever the future may hold for us here.
Giovanni Vinci is the sentimental favorite heading into that match, that's for sure.
He's got to win this, and both these guys aren't even British, for God's sake.
Julia and Mina Shirakawa will be going at it as well.
Sit down.
Please, Mina, me goddess, you got to win. Take that belt home, baby. You got to win it for all of us. Do it for me. Do it for Tom especially.
Julia, who won the Crockett Cup, tagging with Konosuke Takeshita. Obviously, Takeshita has chosen not to cash in his title opportunity because we don't know what the world title means at this. And obviously, yes, this will be the biggest match in the NWA's history.
One man's going to be walking out. One man's going to be
Jon Moxley wins this title, I ain't got a world champion. I don't even know if I've got a company.
3 men,
show
2 belts, and only 1 winner.
One ladder, and 1 winner will come out with both belts. It's either
we'll be back for the end. We'll be back for NWA 77, and then who knows? Thanks for coming, everybody, and good night.
And we'll see you at 77.
You know the budget's going down. We didn't even get credits this time.
No credits whatsoever. Oh no, this could be bad, real bad.